Hey guys, Ruby here to talk about something very important. The 3 first messages you should not send. There are 3 types of messages I see all the time from my clients or my own friends when they're online dating and meeting men that they're sending that just isn't working, and it does not give you a high chance of getting a response. Mind you, when I go through this is pertaining to online dating, social media platforms, if you want to reach out to somebody, or if you met someone offline, like at a bar or a meetup, and you're sending like a first message to them to follow up. So, and I can't necessarily get into the whole what to actually send because that's a whole formula. So that's going to take a whole hour within itself, which if you are interested in that, then you can click on the link below and learn how to and what to actually send as a first message to get her to respond. But I want to help you guys out right now in telling you at least what you should probably stop sending. So let's get to it. The first type of message you should not send are messages that are humorous. It has humor in there, but with no direction. So yes, of course, you want to be able to make her laugh, and anyone likes laughing. But if you're just making a joke to make a joke because you think you're funny and it doesn't align with her profile whatsoever, how is a lady supposed to respond to that? Usually, it's just you making a funny punchline, but if you really think about it, how do you know if she finds it funny? Do you actually know her humor already through her profile? Now, it's a different story. For example, I will show you this example on the screen. If she is stating that, she's helpless in cooking, and so she's already showing that she is making fun of herself and she's open to that. And if you align with that, you're like, yeah, I'm a bad cook too. Let's make sure we're on the same level of being hopeless for cooking. That's okay, because you're aligning with her humor. There's something on her profile that you can obviously tell she's poking fun at, or she's making fun of herself, or she's talking about an experience that's quite funny, and you align with that because you've felt that, you align with that humor. And when I say with no direction, hopefully you can maybe, crack a joke, but also have some kind of reason for her to respond. Because when you say something just like this example, motor cars, I'm gonna race on over. What is she supposed to respond to that? An LOL, a haha, or yes, come on over, which I'm pretty sure you guys know is highly unlikely. So if you want to be funny, great. If you're a funny guy, awesome. But try to really get to know her and build a rapport and see what kind of humor she has first before just already trying. At least get a response back first, get some messages going before you all of a sudden crack jokes, because especially through texting, she can't hear your tone. She probably is confused or doesn't understand why are you saying, she's probably asking, why are you saying that? So just take away the confusion, and if you're not confident in the type of humor she has and you're not confident in that you align with the same sense of humor, I would suggest to stay away from those messages. All right, messages type 2. Type 2? The second type. I don't even know what I'm saying. The second type of messages you should not send are any questions that already open the gates to discussing about what kind of relationship they want, what kind of guy do they like, what kind of date do they enjoy. Anything that pertains to the dating part of it, because usually if you have their contact, and this is different for social media. Social media, you're going very cold. You don't know where they're at. You don't know if they're open to a relationship. But I mean, with online dating, if you two have already matched, she has interest in you, she's there to date, at least in some capacity, but you find that out more as you're dating and when you build rapport to get to know who she is and what she's looking for. But when you go straight out of the gates asking, what are you looking for in a relationship? It sounds like such a serious question and discussion that's about to happen. And for any lady, they want to, at least in the beginning, feel at least some sort of comfort, security with you, and feeling safe. And when you come out of of the gates with a question like that, they're already thinking, well, this isn't really fun. And quite honestly, women know that you're asking that to see if you can either give them that date or if you can be that kind of person. They would rather just see if you're the guy that can make them happy instead of you asking what kind of guy makes you happy. Because it may allude to, oh, if I give you this answer, you're going to try to be this person, and I just want you to be you, and I just want to see if we connect. And no one's really trying to have that serious conversation right off the bat. Of course, I will say you want that kind of conversation sometime, at least by maybe second date or third date, even first date if you had high chemistry. But that's just not a conversation you want to bring up over Messenger, and you haven't even built rapport with her yet. So really staying away from asking about what kind of guys they like. This message right here is asking about how masculinity, and and it's kind of just, how's that a question that's allowing you to actually get to know who she is? That's what women appreciate. So a little hint for you on what to actually write. Women want to know that you read her profile and that you're genuinely trying to get to know her because you aligned with something on that profile. But if you're asking something like, what makes you happy in a relationship? Hey, Ruby, liked your profile. What kind of guy do you like? Oh, what kind of dates do you like? Right? It seems like you just pasted that question. And I don't know, quite honestly, women don't normally feel very intrigued to answer that. They would rather get to know you at least a little bit more than you can ask that. All right, the third and final type of message I do not suggest you send are any statements with no question. You want to give a reason for her to respond. You want to get her intrigued so she wants to even respond, and she can't do that if you're just making a statement. So again, an example here is, you're looking great and authentic. Let's sing. Okay. Like, I don't even for me, if someone were to say that to me and I mutually matched with someone online and they said, hey, let's dance, I'm not going to answer that because I'm not comfortable. Once again, women really want to feel comfortable and secure and safe with you first before agreeing to doing anything with you. So back to it. If you say something like, let's sing, honestly, do you really expect her to say, yes, tell me a time and place, with no other previous conversation? I think not. Also, statements that just state a fact. Oh, that's cool that you did this, and I did this too. Okay. Really, I really challenge you to think, what is she thinking? How would she respond to my message? And if you don't ask a question, what is she supposed to answer? Unless she's highly interested in you, unless you are a celebrity, when a celebrity messages you, you send anything back. Even if they just sent an LOL, you would say, ha, back. You would laugh as well. But if you're watching this, I don't think you're a celebrity, or I don't think you're a Brad Pitt or Liam Hemsworth or any of those celebrities. So you want to open the conversation to actually have a conversation. And when I say statements, this includes compliments. So things like, oh, you're very pretty. Your hair is very nice. Oh, you have nice eyes. I've seen those been sent, and all I see is ladies saying thank you. And that's that. Don't you want an actual conversation coming out of this? If you want a conversation, open with a question that will lead to an actual conversation. So if you just make a statement like that, all they can say, even if they're interested, is, oh, thank you. And that's it. That really doesn't go anywhere, and then you're gonna have to think of another question. May as well put that question you were going to ask as your first message. All right? So summarizing is, you really want to be able to allow your message, I can't even talk. Allow the message to let her know you're interested in actually getting to know her. And if it's an online dating profile that you read something that you really align with and you're genuinely curious about her and you want to learn more about who she is, you're not playing this online dating game of pasting all these messages and sending it to everybody. You actually took time, read it, and you want to actually get to know her. So really asking something that allows a conversation to be started, but for her to feel comfort and that you really care, right? And also, if it's a social media platform, then you're going to have to start off with something more casual. I mean, but usually social media platforms, there's at least some information for you to go off of. So I would suggest to reply to a story or a comment or a post and ask about that, right? Same thing, trying to get to know her. If it was an offline approach, a meeting, and you got the number, then bringing it back to what you two talked about. That should be in your first message instead. Instead of, hey, how are you? Or, hey, it's Ruby from the grocery store, and that's it. What is she supposed to say? Hey, nice to meet you. Or nice meeting you too, and that's it. You'd rather just say it and then ask a question like, oh, I really appreciated your help at the grocery store the other day. I just wanted to know if you still have those recipes for the dishes that you made. I don't know, I made that up. But you really want to ask about something that you've connected with and aligned with, because that will give them more of a reason to answer you. Because they know that it'll probably be a fun conversation. And starting off with talking about what she looks for in a relationship, what makes her happy in a relationship, it just sounds too serious already. People don't usually like to engage in that kind of conversation in the very beginning without getting to know you. All right, so those are the 3 messages not to send. And if you've been sending it, know that it's okay. Now you know. And now you should put a stop to it and try something different. But if you are interested in learning the exact step-by-step formula, all you have to do is literally fill in the blanks of how to write and create a great first message that gives you a much higher chance of her answering. Then I suggest you to click on the link in the bio and get that video. It's a longer video, so I go through a lot in there. So I highly suggest you watch it. Other than that, thank you for watching this video. Happy messaging, and let's stop at least those 3 types of messages. All right, thanks for listening, guys. Have a good one.